Amigos, amigas, friends, my friends, everybody. You know who this is? Of course, this is Thunder Rosa. And I want to introduce to all of you guys, all of you, this absolutely amazing channel. This is the Dre 41 Gaming channel. And if you haven't seen this, guys, you are watching Dre 41.
What's up, y'all? It is your boy Dre41, aka Mr. 4K, aka El Fuego, Spicy Dre. And welcome to another episode of ECW Anarchy Rules 4-way elimination match. This episode, we are going to have the women of ECW Anarchy Rules, and this is going to be a weapons match, or as they like to say in this game, death match, because even though it's hardcore wrestling, there's no such thing as a hardcore match in this game. I'm serious. No, seriously. There isn't a match in this game called a hardcore match. It's just called a death match. But hey, it is what it is. We only got 4 women in this game because I haven't really unlocked. I honestly want to do a playthrough, but doing a playthrough on this game sucks. It really does. And I want to if I could find a save where it has everything unlocked, that would be great. You feel me? But right now we got Dawn Marie, Electra, Francine, and Jazz. And Jazz is going to be in the wrestling code. So it's Francine, right? Yeah, Francine is going to be in the wrestling code. Damn, this is amazing. Who would have thought? Remember when Francine was in WWE and she, you know what? That's the thing that bothers me the most. Is how some of these wrestlers get into like WWE, like Dawn Marie. Well, 3 of the 4 women in this game was in WWE at one point in time or another. Electra, they would have never put her in this game. Damn, she hit her with a frying pan. Sheesh. So last episode I was talking about, independent wrestling and being able to watch more than just two products. Most people nowadays, I hope this is not true, but I think a good portion of the community now is just really attached to either AEW or WWE. Now, to be fair, I grew up the same way. You feel me? Like I grew up watching the big 3. The big 3 was WWF, ECW, and WCW. So I was always used to be able to, or I was used to watching multiple companies. So even when it was just WWE for a good portion of the early 2000s, you know what I'm saying, like the main one, I still was able to enjoy NWA TNA or just TNA. I was able to enjoy Ring of Honor. You feel me? And once again, and I said this before in the last video, once YouTube got cooking, well, I didn't really say YouTube exactly, but once YouTube got popping, you were able to see Japanese wrestling without, it being tape trading. So I know for me, I just enjoy all types of wrestling. I watch wrestling too much. I think it's horror movies and wrestling. It's like the 2 genres of entertainment that I enjoy the most. Honestly, like those 2, and that's it. Like honestly, it's crazy. But on this episode, I did want to talk to you guys a little bit about moves in wrestling games and how important that is. For me, I feel like having the ability to have these movesets, the last thing I ever want is for somebody to have that damn, like a running DDT, like everybody has a running DDT or running STO in their movesets because there is a lack of running grapples or running strikes. You feel me? The importance of movesets or moves in wrestling games are almost just as important, if not more, than the characters that you have to select. To be completely honest, like a lot of people want to see, character-specific moves. That's almost a lost art in these days. I mean, unless it's a finisher and a signature, you really don't see it that much. And that's a problem. Character-specific moves, even if they have a little bit of a taunt, after doing a move that makes it just a little bit different than somebody else's is still a big thing to have. It brings character to your character. For example, you want to create somebody who's a cocky, arrogant dude. A lot of the times, you want to have a move where they do a taunt after they're done. For an example, Jericho's back suplex, and then when he stands up, he puts his foot on your chest, and he does a muscle taunt for a pin option. You feel me? And that right there can bring a wrestler or a call from being a basic just call wrestler to having a character, something that makes it different than anybody else. And that's something right there that I would love to see in the wrestling world. You feel me? I would love to see that in WWE games. I would love to see that in AEW games. I don't want anybody to feel like because I work with the wrestling code, I'm not interested in any other wrestling game. That's not the case at all. I definitely want to see all wrestling games get better, because that only makes everybody else work harder to make a better product. And I'm not just going to say the big three. I'm going to say for any independent, wrestling game that comes out. It doesn't necessarily have to be an AEW or Wrestling Code or WWE game. That's any of them, because I'm going to support them. At the end of the day, once they get released, whether it's on Steam, I'm copping. If it's on console, I'm copping. You feel me? The only wrestling game, well, I have a Fire Pro on PC, so that's that. But I get them all. A good, bad, whatever. Like, I bought Backyard Wrestling. Like, I don't even know why. I'm avoiding like the plague to ever do a walkthrough. I'm avoiding like the plague because I honestly kind of don't want to. I kind of don't want to play that game. It's not fun. I would do it for you guys. If you want to see that, let me know in the comment section. I'll do it. Matter of fact, just for entertainment purposes, because I know a lot of like YouTubers who say, yo, if you want to see me do this, let me know in the comment. Honestly, if you want to entertain your fans, you shouldn't say whether or not should I do it. Just do it if you're going to enjoy doing it. You feel me? But that's a whole different story. I don't even want to get into that. But back to moves. You feel me? Like, even low blows, dirty moves. You know what I'm saying? Some wrestlers just fight dirty. And you can do that. And there's a lot of dirty wrestling moves that are in wrestling games. Facts. Certain type of eye rakes, finger pokes. You feel me? Kick to the shin, stomp to the foot. You feel me? Giving somebody a noogie. I'm so serious. Just like simple stuff like that, man. I'm telling you, people would create a dirtbag call just to have those dirty moves. Facts. And how silly it will be. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the Ric Flair standing finisher in the Aki games, where basically he gets on his hands and knees, poke you in the eye, low blow, and then roll you up into a pin. Combination moves like that are cool. You feel me? Like, it's stuff like that 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 I feel like are very important to any type of wrestling game, mainly because it brings the character out. Also, taunts. Yo, don't diminish the value of any of the characters that you make, whether they're real, made up, whatever the case is, by having lack of taunts. Like, for an example, WWE 22 is overall a good game. I'm going to give them their props. But they take out taunts. Why? You take out entrances. Why? Build upon. Add upon. You feel me? Don't sit there and take away from my creative ability because of whatever. Keep it in. If you add it, it already works. Keep it. Don't take away. You should never take away from a creation suite. You should never take away from moves. If somebody does it, put it in. If they don't do it anymore, so what? Find somebody who can mocap it or program the animation, throw it in there. Make it happen. Give us the ability to have as much fun as we can. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that are in these wrestling games that we need to have back in. Facts. Like, I'm sorry, but it's like there's certain DDTs that they took out. And I'm talking about WWE specifically. You feel what I'm saying? Like we need a certain amount of DDTs. We need a certain amount of brain busters, vertical suplexes. They took out vertical suplexes, not suplexes. I'm not talking about suplexes. They used to have vertical suplex, and those were different than the regular suplexes. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, for me, I want to see as many moves as possible in these wrestling games. That simple. You can have the base character set. You feel me? Like, that's in the bag. You feel me? Whatever the case is, and that's cool. But without the moves that they do, springboard 2, high flying moves, add high flying moves to the outside. You feel me? Like, that's a whole nother bag of worms right there. But what do you think about wrestling games? Should they have more wrestling moves than they should have currently? Do you feel like that's important? Does that build the character? Let me know. Other than that, guys, subscribe if you're new. Stay safe. Catch you guys on the next episode. Later.